So I find this beautiful little location. It's perfect. It's like I was walking through the forest for like 10 minutes or whatever, and I find this perfect clearing, almost an exact circle, and it was big, like, I don't know, 10 meters wide approximately, so plenty of room for little old me. And it's dense shrubbery around the edges and then into the trees, so I'm not really scared of anything being able to see me from a distance. And I can hear the stream right nearby. There's like a little rocky pathway almost, not quite a pathway because, you know, it's wild territory, but there is a slight weakening in the ferns and things where some rocks have obviously fallen and cleared a little pathway down toward a stream I can see. And so I take a trip down to the stream, and there's like, you know, a deer 100 meters upstream, and I can see salmon swimming along, and these little like tiny little fish all over the place, and there's like frogs and lily pads in the calmer areas, and it's just a beautiful scene. And so I take a drink, and I'm like, yeah, this could work. So I go back to my clearing, and I just lay down, and I just start looking at the clouds, and I'm just thinking to myself like, that cloud looks like a horse, and that cloud looks like a sword, and that cloud looks like, you know, this and that. And then I see this cloud that looks like a monkey, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that cloud looks like the same monkey thing that I saw that golem guy had in his cave. It looks like that wooden monkey statue thing that he had. So I'm like, well, that's weird. Maybe it's just my imagination, you know. It's probably nothing. I'm probably just going insane or something, so it's nothing to worry about. But then I get up and I brush myself off because I'm, you know, got a bit of grass on me and everything, because of course the clearing, it's not clear of grass, obviously. I mean, what do you expect? And I see over in the corner, or, you know, it's not really a corner, but like over on the edge of the clearing is this little like wooden foot coming out of the ferns, and I'm like, what is this? A little wooden foot, what is going on here? And I go over and I shift across the ferns, and there's the little monkey statue thing. And so I'm like, I don't know what the crap's going on, but I grab the monkey statue thing, and then Golem is right there, right in front of my face. Like, I can feel his breath, and it smells disgusting. I can feel his breath right on my face, and I'm just like, oh shit. And his eyes widen, and I just hear whoosh, and I'm like, just speechless. I'm like, what's happening? Totally confused. And then I just see this blood dripping down at my feet, and I look at Golem, and there's this stick pointing out of his chest, and I'm like, what is this? And he just like screams, and I can't even imitate the scream, but he just screams at the top of his lungs in pain, which, I mean, you would if you'd been stabbed. And he falls to the ground, and his body sort of like, I don't know, burns or like evaporates into the air as little bits of char or something. I don't know, it's weird shit. And standing right there is a guy holding the sort of spear. It's more just like a sharpened stick though, and it looks exactly like Bruce Lee. And I mean, because I know what Bruce Lee looks like. I've watched plenty of Bruce Lee movies like Enter the Dragon and stuff, and I'm like, do you know you look like Bruce Lee? And he's like, I am Bruce Lee. And I'm like, no, you're pretty sure Bruce Lee's dead, actually. He died back in like a bajillion years ago. And he's like, yes. And I'm like, well, you know, you died, you can't be Bruce Lee then, right? And he said, no, I came back to life. And I'm like, oh, so you're Bruce Lee Jesus then? He said, no, just Bruce Lee. And he said, hand over the idol. I'm like, what? What idol? I mean, there's no Japanese pop stars over here or anything, so. And he says, no, the monkey idol. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I raise my hand that I'm holding the idol in out to him, but idol's not there anymore. And I'm like, oh, shit. It was right. I swear I just had it in my hand right then, and this isn't some kind of trick I'm playing. I was trying to give you the idol, but it's gone. And he said, "You better show me where the idol is." And I'm like, "But I don't know where it is." And he just slowly he raises the pointed end of the stick up to my throat, and he says, really quietly, "Where's the idol?" And I'm just like frozen with fear, and I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, it's this way. And so I'm freaking out because he thinks I know where it is, and he's gonna kill me if I don't take him to it. So I've got to take him somewhere, right? But I don't know where it is. So I just turn around and I'm walking. I walk to the other side of the clearing and down this almost pathway that made out of rocks to the stream. And I'm like, hold on, I need another drink of water. And he's like, make it quick. I want to find the monkey idol. And so I take some water, and then I see in the water, in the reflection, that monkey-looking cloud up in the sky. And I'm like, that definitely looks like the monkey idol. This is some crazy shit. But then I see some like dark dot coming from the cloud. It's like in the middle of the cloud, and then it just starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger,